What is going on, Outlaws? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD back with another Red Dead Redemption 2 video for you. And while Rockstar gave us that disappointing update moving RDR2 from fall of 2017 to spring of 2018, the excitement and hype for this game is still there. I mean, this is a game a lot of us been awaiting for years, so waiting a little longer hurts, but at the end of the day, we all want the Rockstar team to deliver a worthy new installment in the Red Dead series. So today we are going to be discussing some of the latest news that has come around in the last week relating to RDR2, but before we get to that, if you have not heard, I will be doing a giveaway for Red Dead Redemption 2. All you have to do is check the link in the description to enter, which also has a lot more information on this, and just be an active subscriber. Also, get geared up for this upcoming Western by getting a Red Dead inspired shirt like the Wanted tee. If you are interested in grabbing that, there will be a link in the description as well. Nonetheless, let's begin with this tweet by Ned Luke, who, as most of you know, voice acted Michael in Grand Theft Auto 5. As I mentioned in my previous video, he made an interesting tweet about Red Dead Redemption 2 following the delay, which many assume he will at the very least have a cameo role in RDR2. But I actually had tweeted just a simple tweet kind of implying it's interesting, and Ned Luke actually liked the tweet, which could mean nothing. Some people were tweeting this at me thinking this for sure means he's in the game, but I will say it certainly adds to the thought of seeing Ned in some fashion within RDR2. But next we have is an update on the trailer music for Red Dead Redemption 2. A few weeks ago it was found that the Last of Us composer and two-time Oscar winner Gustavo, still can't pronounce his last name without messing it up, had a song made a few years ago that sounds identical to the trailer music, which many thought that could be indication of his involvement with RDR2. Well, unfortunately, in a new interview with Culture Geek, he cleared all this up and said that he will not be involved with RDR2, and that his song has only been confused for RDR2's trailer music because it's similar because of the chords being used. Even though it stinks not to have Gustavo involved, I think most of us are hopeful for the legend himself, Woody Jackson, who was behind Red Dead Redemption's musical composition, to return. Now, the next story is probably the biggest one that will be talked about for a while, and it's comments coming from Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick in a recent media conference where he discussed monetization in the gaming industry and pretty much what the future will hold for Red Dead Online. He said, quote unquote, "We are convinced that we are probably from an industry view under monetizing on a per user basis." He doesn't think that they're making enough money, and he later added that they believe they can do more microtransactions. Zelnick goes on stating that we're not going to grab the last nickel, we're not trying to optimize the monetization of everything we do to the nth degree. However, the most troubling comment from him is when he says, quote, "You can't give stuff away for free in perpetuity. There's no business model in that," unquote. I think a lot of us already were scared for how Red Dead Online would be approached, but now this gets me a bit more nervous for the amount of things that we may have to purchase. I've never been crazy with all the Grand Theft Auto Online DLC, but the way Rockstar's approached it is something that I was somewhat okay with, but the biggest issue with DLC is pay to win, which essentially is if you have a lot of money you can buy all the expensive items within the game, and now looking to Red Dead Online, it gets me curious. I could imagine new faster horses that could cost a few dollars, but I could also see certain new online heist missions costing money. No matter what, Take-Two having this approach is scary, but I'm sure it's exciting news for their investors who know it's a lot more money coming in. But this thought process almost makes me really feel that the days of single player DLC is over and that Rockstar will only concentrate on supporting the online mode. No matter what, I think a lot of us are going to hope for an Undead Nightmare 2 or even a single player expansion DLC, but for now it looks like these possibilities are in doubt with all of gaming changing. So while most of us are hurting from the recent delay news, GameStop is hurting a little bit more. When the news hit of this delay, GameStop's stock took another tumble. That's because of how much they were relying on the game's sales. They went down about 5.5%, which is honestly a pretty big fall and just shows how much this delay affects outside businesses. But our next story is coming from the infamous Rockstar insider that gave us some rather shocking details on RDR2 a few months ago, where he said Red Dead Redemption 2 would feature 3 protagonists that are members of Dutch's old gang, and John Marston is not one of them. Well, just a few days ago he responded to one user asking if RDR2 would release alongside the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions because of this delay in spring of 2018, and he simply responded no. Now, he already confirmed that a PC release is coming, but with this delay we probably won't see that until the earliest late 2018 now. Lastly, with E3 2017 around the corner, a lot of people have been wondering when we will hear about this game next, and I did a poll on Twitter, and for the most part most of you guys see that happening in July, which at this point, because of this delay, I would be surprised to see anything new from RDR2 at E3 2017. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Game Informer gets a cover issue of RDR2 in July or August, but I will say we probably won't hear anything about RDR2 for a while, as the gun running DLC will be releasing very soon for Grand Theft Auto Online, and Rockstar's attention will be on that for a while. So an E3 2017 reveal is probably unlikely, but always expect the unexpected with Rockstar games. But before I do end this video, I want to share some pretty interesting art where Twitter user BlindSkyXX found that a certain scene in the Red Dead Redemption trailer is very similar to a Frederick Remington painting, which could be an odd coincidence, but but it looks like Rockstar did this on purpose, and it truly is fascinating the amount of hidden detail and research Rockstar invests. Anyway gang, thank you for watching. Make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and let me know down in the comment section below what you think Red Dead Online DLC will look like. Also consider subscribing to stay up to date on everything Red Dead Redemption 2 related, and remember, Outlaws to the end.